am Christophe Derdeyn. I am a long-term entrepreneur. Over 25 years, I've been in the business. I have started several companies. I've exited a few. I've always been very, very focused on the technology enablement of large organizations. I've been in shared services transformation, offshoring, global implementations, ERP programs, the lot. So essentially, I've helped companies improve their global efficiency through technology. And I've done this through different types of enterprises that I started. So today, I'm going to be sharing with you 3 tips about how to navigate cultural differences in global business. I have a lot of global experience, and different people behave different, but everyone is good by nature. So we need to make sure that we understand each other, and how to deal with this is actually what I'm going to be sharing today. So first, we have to be culturally aware. We need to make sure that we understand how other people behave, not necessarily think, but interpret, and how we can meet their expectations to reach a similar understanding. So you need to delve into the cultures you're engaging with. Of course, respect is a very important aspect in this. So you need to make sure that you meet people halfway and you give them what they need while achieving what you want. So you need to be aware of the cultural context. It doesn't necessarily mean that you need to agree with everything that they say or think or whatever, but you meet them halfway. Secondly, you need to make sure that you adapt your communication style. And this is very important because all cultures have their own way of dealing with communication. And often there is a lot of detail in things that are unsaid. So you need to interpret a lot. Now, one of the ways that I deal with this very often in my organization is I make sure I adopt a culture of radical candor. Now, radical candor is being very explicit about what you say and very clear about the way you describe things and the things that you expect from people. It's not something that comes natural most of the time to many cultures, especially in Asia, for instance, where you have a lot of high distance cultures. The power distance is very big, so people are very respectful, but they don't necessarily say what they really want. You have to interpret a lot. And if you apply radical candor inside your organization, you can circumvent this. A last critical aspect in terms of navigating cultural differences is flexibility. Being cultural different means that we all look at the world in our own particular fashion. And as a consequence, we don't necessarily always immediately at face value align with how the other one thinks. We may mean the same thing, but it may not necessarily come across as such. So we need to be patient. We need to be flexible in the way that we understand the things that people say. And from there, we can assume that the basis is good and the intent is there. So we need to be flexible in our understanding, because if we do that, and both of us are positive in the discussions that we have, then we will achieve better collaboration and we will be able to have better outcomes. So cultural awareness, adapting communication styles, and being flexible in how we interpret the information that we get are 3 key aspects that can help us navigate cultural differences in global business.